Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 62. Now in the 60s of Let's Try Spellforce 3 Reforced. Bong bong, mashallah. Hope you guys are doing well, having a good go of it. IRL. We are continuing to return to this awesome game in this series.
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked
it's very
to find
interesting.
that their troubles do not
Bong
end
we're
there.
in we're in
Though its
Mulandir.
neutrality as
I
a
think I
city-state
saved
left
it
it
there.
largely unscathed during the
It says
Major Wars.
Everlight, but
The city has its own mountain of problems to struggle with.
I think we're in Mulandir.
The biggest ones being
and
the
we're gonna
ever-growing gap.
Right. We were gonna see what these
There's
merchants
armor,
had.
shields, everything from copper daggers to moon silver swords.
We have 27k. I don't know that I should have took a gold amount. Crippling composite bow. Who's using a bow even? Her? No, she's using 2 knives. Maybe I shouldn't have taken the 4,000 gold for the quest resolution last time. Honestly, should have probably took the winter staff. Nexus stone. We're gonna go place the Nexus stone. We can get rid of the unerring spear. Kettle had a focus. Shield of Deadly Allure, that's an artifact. Every 2 seconds applies weaken to enemy creatures around the user for 2 seconds. Block chance 23%, 999 for Mentor's Leather Jacket. Crushing Battle Staff of Winter. Robust Crossbow can go. Purging Talisman. Hunter's Jacket can sell. Hang on to that epic one. Aenir's Rune. Reinforced Adamantium Slab. Quest item. Take 3,700, and there's really nothing that we want here. Wish I had a chance to check out Iria, another party member who might be interested in that bow. But anyway,
A fair offer.
that's it for that merchant. Let's come down here to over here, I think. Yeah, to this merchant right here. Then we'll head to Mulandir and put the Nexus stone in.
Yeah, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Come take a look.
Mighty
I'm sure I've got
Grognak.
something that might spark your interest.
Reinforced plate armor. Plate helmet of focus. Iron mask of the untainted every 5 seconds. Cleanse user of all active afflictions. That's pretty nice. Heavy helmet of self-awareness. 10% trigger spell with every attack. Summon 1 goblin cutthroat for 18 seconds. I kind of like that. Let's see if anybody could actually use it. The Iron Mask. 7 focus, 0.25 focus per second. Undergast's headscarf. He doesn't have the con to use this. Con of 7. She's using Helmet of the Tentacle. These all take higher con than she's got, so sadly we don't have our other party members here
Farewell.
to check, but I guess that's it for that one. Come check this merchant out here, and then we'll head to Mulandir. Yeah, it looks like there could possibly be some upgrades here. That helmet, somebody with con of at least 7 like Urim.
The best wares from Kalea to Nordheim.
Okay, revitalizing ring, thrill of the duel, ring of reanimation, whirlwind ring, old mage's focus, 1 intelligence, 1 willpower. That's pretty cool. Auto attacks gain damage type, arcane, shielding amulet, stone golem core. We sold that stuff to them before, I remember that. 1 intelligence, 1 willpower. Oh, okay, we can get that for him. Undergas, we'll buy that. What about the rings? He doesn't have any rings either? Mentor's heavy shield. Plate mail, elemental robe, heavy shield. Alright, let's get him a Hailstorm. Let's give him a focus ring. And another focus ring, 2 of them. We're minus 13k. Now let's see about Iana. She's got 2 rings. So she's good. Alright, so let's apply that. Bong bong.
Come again. May Tahar
Hook up
bless you.
Undergast with, let's see where they're at down here. Old Mage's Focus. Two rings. Bong bong. Mashallah. Let's read these. This one's gonna be sold. Alright, cool. So Undergast gets hooked up. Plus we still have to do a level up. We have not done that yet. Alright, now let's head to Mulandir at the Nexus. Check out the exclamation points, and then we will put the stone in the machine. Let's see. We have an exclamation point right here.
Yes, what is it?
You wield both white and black magic. How?
I've noticed that you use both white and black magic in combat. I've never seen anyone do that before. Don't the 2 schools exclude each other?
Right?
Normally, yes. The essence of white and of black magic deeply oppose each other. Trying to combine both of them usually has a similar effect on a mage's mind as adding water onto a patch of burning oil. I, however, never had that problem. The first time I found out was at the Arcane University in Greyfell, where I studied. The white magic spell I had cast on a rabbit to heal his wounded paw accidentally killed it. I was very young at that time, and I knew my professor would be upset if he found out, so I channeled my energy on undoing what I had done. As a result, I created an undead rabbit. It immediately went feral, and I put it back to sleep. But rather than feeling the terrible headache that had been described to us as an effect of combining these 2 schools, I felt a slight sense of, well, exhilaration. I secretly continued these experiments during my studies, and found out that whatever it is that causes this mental discord among normal mages did not affect me.
Do you have an explanation for this?
No, I do not. Maybe it has to do with the way my mind is structured, or maybe it is a simple coincidence.
Well, that's odd.
Indeed. Where did you grow up?
Where did you grow up? You don't look Nortandian.
I do not, that is correct. I grew up in Imperia.
Imperia? That's a long way from here.
I know, but I hardly have any memories. My parents fled from the Civil War and set over to Northander when I was only 4 years old.
So you were refugees?
Yes, much like many Nortandians are now. We lived in the Utran lands, and my parents are still there.
And when did you discover your magic? Or what's it like to live in Northander as an Empyrean?
What's it like to live in Northander as an Empyrean?
Well, it was my impression that Utran people are by nature a lot more skeptical towards outsiders than, for example, the citizens of Everlight. All in all, however, I cannot complain. Both my father and my mother found work quite quickly, and thanks to my occupation as first scholar of the Creators Guild, they now live a quite comfortable life.
And when did you discover your magic?
And when did you discover your magic?
At a very early age. I believe I was 7 at that time. I must have had an outbreak, but I can hardly remember any of it. All I know is that my mother's employer, who was a mage himself, immediately took me in. I went to Everlight when I was 10, and did not leave there ever since. Until now.
Huh.
Interesting. You're the first Empyrean I've met.
I'm not surprised.
About the split in the Creators Guild.
Back when we met, you told me about an internal disagreement, which led to many of the guild's mages leaving. What exactly happened?
Why do you want to know?
No particular reason. I'm simply curious.
I see. Well, simply put, the guild had 2 leaders until half a year ago, me and Lena. Lena and a lot of the other mages felt that they could uphold their neutrality no longer without sacrificing their integrity.
You're talking about the persecution of mages.
Yes, I am. As Lena said, they are crucifying us, burning us alive, putting masks on our heads that destroy our minds. If there's something wrong with the world, it's people who keep their heads down because they are afraid to stand in for what's right.
Sounds like she was an idealist.
Sounds like she was an idealist.
I suppose you could call her that, yes. However, her stance conflicted with everything the Creators Guild stands for. We preserve knowledge, push forward the boundaries of magic. We do not involve ourselves in power games and politics. Figuratively speaking, a fisher will never be a good military commander, just like a mage will never be a good politician.
Okay.
So where did Lena and the other mages go?
I do not know. They left to fight the purity and save mages, but I have not seen them ever since.
Could you tell me more about Lena? What was her position in the guild?
She was the guild's treasure master. Other than that, I do not know what to tell you. She was quite young when she joined the guild, not even 24 winters old, and immensely talented. When it came to mentalism, her skills were unmatched. She was different than the others. She was better than the others. And I always saw a spark of genius in her eyes. And yes, I do know that most people would call that attraction. But it was just a fraction of what made our bond unique.
I understand the conflict.
Well, I understand the conflict.
Well, you are an empathetic man, so I would have been surprised if you did not. But these events lie in the past. There is no point in discussing them any further, though I had certainly hoped for a different outcome.
You seem bitter.
As I said, I had hoped for a different outcome.
Let's go check out what this other exclamation point is. That's that, okay. There's a merchant there. And a merchant here. Let's see the merchants.
Yes?
Let me take a look at your designs.
Of course. Take all the time you need.
Okay. Oh, he's got this stuff.
Swords, everything for the wary traveler. You know how to bargain, don't you?
Let's check the this thing. We don't have all the pieces of any of them, no. Sort of the renegade, we have the hilt. Oh, darn. There's nothing we can craft. I don't know if we're missing stuff or if there's just that much gameplay left to where we, have a lot more to see and do. I hope so. That would be cool. All right, let's go see what. Oh, there's balance right there.
Let's see.
Nice. He's not gonna be a party member though.
All this.
Must be quite a change of scenery.
Yes, you could say that. All my life I dreamed of stepping through the portal, and now I did. And it's beautiful. Everything is so vast. Oh well. It will take some getting used to, that's for certain. There's something else I wanted to discuss with you. I brought some things from the island that could come in handy on your travels.
Oh.
Weapons, trinkets, all sorts of things I found in the Hibernian ruins over the years.
Nice.
Most of them haven't been used for millennia, but for a little gold I could get them back into shape. Just let me know if you want to take a look.
I will. Thank you.
Yes. Want to trade?
He's got a weakening tribe sword, focus potions, and health potions. Okay, we need some health potions. Let's buy 10 of those. And this, apply weaken to enemy creature for 5 seconds, deals strike and pierce damage. A thin film of opalescent slime coats the crooked blade. Even the slightest cut with it makes the skin crawl and the muscles ache. That might be something for Ayana. Yeah, instead of the mighty grok knife. Better yet, well, I think we'll buy that for her. Can she use it? Oh, she doesn't have 3 strength, but we could level her up to have 3 strength. And use that sword. Another 7k. Bong bong.
Good
Let's
choice.
go to Ayana. Oh, she's only got 1 strength. Iria's only got 1. Rowan has 2. Gore. Urim has 3 strength, but he's using the Deathly Chill, which I'd want him using. I could use the blade, the taunting tribe sword. I would do a lot less damage with it though. Isgrim has an epic draconid axe. Undergas has 1 strength. I guess when she gets, we're gonna set it for her. We're gonna get her a point of strength. If she gets 1 more strength, we'll use that taunting sword. Crushing battle staff of winter. These are 2-handed weapons. Kargoth attacks is 1-handed. Could she put that in her offhand? Only 2% crit chance versus 14% in bleeding on a critical hit. She wouldn't do that much damage with it because she doesn't have that much strength. She can wield it. No, she can't. It requires 7 strength. Darn, so... yeah, she's gonna have to get 1 more point of strength. But at least we know where we want to go with that. And
Tandai, Tahar. Come to trade?
Looking for potions and
yeah,
scrolls?
she's got potions
I'm
and
sure I
stuff.
have just what you need.
We have 17 potions. Let's buy 3 more. 20.
Pleasure doing business
Bong
with
bongs.
you.
Alright, I
again.
guess we'll
I'm
keep
getting
that.
new wares by the next moon's turn.
Getting new wares. Let's go check this merchant. Commander Flynn. Want to buy some better equipment?
I want to buy some better equipment for the Wayfarers.
Music to my ears. What did you have in mind?
Let's see. Swift Cleaver is rare. Guarding Battle Staff, Robust Crossbow, Mentor's Light Shield, Mentor's Split Armor, Reinforced Plate Armor. Isgrim can't use any of it. Light Magic and Nature Magic. Heavy Helmet of Self-Awareness. Iana. There's a Light Shield. She's got the reinforced studded leather armor already. And a helmet of the tentacle. Iria. Bow user. Rowan. Already has way better. Gore. He's got the Archon's armaments on. Urim can use all of this. He's already got reinforced plate armor though. And the Hoplit's Pride. Alright, well I guess that's about it then. With this trader. There's a bunch more traders we could check out. Just to see. Let's Gore.
What do you require?
Just to see who's got what and get a better feel for it.
Zalraka, what do you need?
Train the
I
fire.
want to train the fire wielders.
All right. Here's what we can do.
And this is all orc stuff. Orcish Ravager, Warg Rider's Sharp Eyes. Your Warg Riders are now tougher, have increased damage and range, and are able to attack flying units. Improved wood, enhances wood production and collection. I don't know about all that stuff.
Yes? Looking for some orcish craftsmanship?
There's the Flaming Great Axe. Mentor's Heavy Plate. Zorak Steel. All Orcish units except for goblins gain increased resistances. Robust Warhammer. Cursed Great Mace. If target's living, increase attack damage by 50%. Trigger a spell with every attack which applies weaken, and if the target's a golem, increase the attack damage by 50%. And after landing a critical hit, if they have frozen, kill the enemy instantly. A rather sinister weapon said to be favored by accursed undead. Shunned by the faint of heart, it withers the flesh of its unfortunate victims. Plus 53 damage with the flaming great axe, the cursed. Cursed great mace versus my swift naginata. Takes 7 strength though. We don't have 7 strength. Who does have 7 strength? Isgrim could use it, but he's got Norcane's Grief shield. We don't want to interrupt that. Unerring Spear. 10% crit chance. Wonder if she can wield that instead of the Swift Sacrificial Dagger. Give her Mighty Grok Knife and a Spear. No, we'll leave her with a dagger. Rowan. He's got Deathly Chill and his Shield of Benediction. By the way, what do we have here? Oh, scribbled notes. We should give someone the Shield of Deadly Allure. Let's look at who we can give that to. Let's see, I could use it. Intelligence 4, Con 4, Will 4. Using Norcane's Grief after blocking attack. Cast on the attacker enfeebled, impaired, and weakened for 10 seconds. Versus every 2 seconds apply weakened. Who can use a shield? Rowan can use it. Okay, that'll be a nice upgrade for Rowan. Give him the Shield of Deadly Allure. Very nice. For Kargoth's shield. Cool. Glad we were able to get someone to use that. Now the question just is, like, when do we use Rowan to wield that?
Yes.
Yes, come closer. I'm sure
Orcish stuff. Orcish War Pit, cost reduction, Iron Mine. Yeah, I don't know.
Farewell.
I don't know about all that, but let's keep looking.
What can I do for you today?
Haggard.
Let me see what you have in stock.
I had hoped as much. What do you need?
Swift composite bow. Reinforced light shield. This is all basic stuff.
Come again. May Tiara bless your path.
Come down here. I swear we're gonna get to that Nexus stone. I hope in this episode. We'll see.
Ah, Corporal. I've found some new treasures. You might want to take a look at them.
Severed heads.
Come take a look. I'm sure I've got something
Swift
that might
sacrificial
spark your
dagger,
interest.
plate mail helmet, shield ring, replenish resources, elemental resistance, or elemental necklace, potions, part of golems that we've sold, different stuff we've sold.
You know
At least
how
he
to
still
bargain,
has it.
don't you?
Yes? Have you come to see the fruits of my labor?
Aren't you? Come, take a
Swift
look.
sacrificial
I'm sure I've
dagger,
got something that might spark your interest.
unerring katana. His stuff is all basic too. Arcane robe. Protectors gain increased health damage. That's the ones we just used. Protectors and Wanderers. Pathfinder Masterwork Maces.
Farewell.
And then finally one over here. When the time comes that we have to use an army for something, we will go ahead and get some of those cost reduction things.
What is it?
I would like to train the elf.
Well,
If you have the coin, I might be able to help.
Flaming bow. Let's see what Iria has. Iria's got better. The crippling composite bow. Elven Pathfinder cost reduction. Let's get Elven Pathfinder cost reduction. Elven Protector cost reduction. So we're probably going to use the elves. If that's the case. Just apply and... Oh, let's utilize all these. Bong, 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 bong. Train the elves a little bit. Human infantrymen we can sell. Alright guys, let's go place the Nexus stone. Do I have to hold on to all this stuff? Maybe if I put this stuff in the stash. I don't know where the stash would be. I don't think there is a stash. You just carry those pieces along.
I'll be swift.
Let's see. Let's see what happens when we use this bench proper.
Careful.
Let's see. No, the pieces disappear. Return to top plate. Can only be used by Isgrim. Reinforced wind wall armor. Yeah, I guess we're carrying all the pieces. Hammer of the Smith. Sword of the Renegade. We have the hilt, but we don't have the blade. Yeah, we just gotta keep at it and see if we can find more of those artifacts. All right, we're going to place the stone, guys. Should be exciting and interesting. We'll see what happens. The Nexus core. Let's go, son. Place Nexus stone number 2. Cutscene time.
I'm ready. Sure this place isn't gonna blow up once we insert the second stone, Isgrim?
What? No, I don't think that's likely.
All right, here we go.
Blasted, blistering blazes. I don't know what to say. This is amazing.
But it seems like it worked. We've restored the Nexus to full power.
What now, though? Is it strong enough to perform this joining ritual now?
It should be. And you, Tahar, should be the one to do it. You need to connect your mind to the Nexus. That way, you might be able to sense who or whatever is sending out the song. What do you say? Are you ready?
Shouldn't we prepare?
Shouldn't we, I don't know, prepare?
How? Putting on a Shaper costume? Now's as good a time as any.
Fair point. All right, Isgrim. I'm ready.
Good. Then step into the forge.
And what now?
Tahar!
We...
Wow, check this out. In a Nexus. Look at this. It's crazy. Wow. Hope I'm okay.
Is it over?
Yes, I think so. By the Guardians, that was... I don't know what just happened.
Describe.
There were... voices, screams, thoughts, images.
How do you feel now? I mean, has anything changed?
I think so. Yes. I feel... I don't know. Clearer. As if something in my mind opened up.
Then it worked! Niehauf's hammer, we did it! You joined yourself with the Nexus.
So... I am telepathic now?
You're not a dreamweaver. I'd feel it if that were the case.
I don't think you are, but you're connected to this place now. And therefore to the Shaper memories.
Does that mean we can finally locate the cause of the song?
You tell me. Think of the song, Tahar. Close your eyes. What do you feel? What do you hear? What do you see?
Try.
This is cool.
Save me. A failure. That's what you are.
No. That's impossible.
What is it?
My father. I heard his voice.
Your father? So you think he's behind this?
I also heard the voice of a woman. She whispered something.
A woman? Now this is, interesting. But I still don't understand. Do you really think your father is involved in the blood burn?
I don't think so. There's more to it. But yes, my father is involved in this somehow.
This is helpful, but it still does not tell us where to start searching. Think hard, Tahar. Is there anything else?
Yes, there were sounds. Drips, crickets, flies, but...
The eye. Your father's laboratory.
Tiara's breath, of course.
The eye? You mean the marshlands?
Yes. My father had a laboratory there, in the old abandoned manor of House Waite. Nobody was allowed to follow him there, not even Rohan or I.
Well, sounds like we have a lead. The Bloodborne and the Song of the White are somehow connected to your father in his laboratory.
So it seems. Yes.
Tahar, maybe...
What?
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Rohan, tell me.
There's nothing to tell.
Well, if you say so. I'll send a messenger to inform Lacane as soon as possible. He'll want to be there. Let's get prepared.
Alright. Bong bong. Song of the White. Travel to the Eye. Blood of my blood. Quest completed. Secret of the Shapers. New quest received. Bong bong. Alright, so we have some leveling up to do still. I think I'm going to do that before we head out. Figure out what's best for everybody. Still looking for materials to upgrade Isgrim's armor. And trying to put together the artifacts, but we have not even gotten near to putting together all the artifacts. Let's see. Oh, there's a trader up here. I don't think we saw this one. Oh,
Yes?
it's Valis.
Tandai, Tahar. Come to trade?
Want to trade?
He's
Good
just got
choice.
potions.
As you want. Yes, of course.
There's what is that again?
What do we need?
Okay, select your heroes. Same crew, I guess, except maybe instead of Ayana, let's see, we have Gore, Uram, Yuria, Rowan. We're taking Isgrim, Undergast. Maybe instead of Undergast, we take
pathetic.
Take Gore. We take Iria.
All right, here goes nothing.
Let's try that and her skills. Alright, her skills go up here. She's got... Oh, Ayana's skills go up here. Iria's are... these Deadeye, Purging Shot, Tiara's Shield, Holy Blessing heals, mark an enemy target, Arrow of Light, Arrow of Pure Light, Verdict, damage and interrupt target. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll go with this team.
You got it.
We'll make that team number 1.
So, what's the plan?
I think we can do without Undergast and use her. She's got the Glistening Robe, Priest Charm, Light Assault Helmet, if health above 90% applied empowered, Crippling Composite Bow. If target's wildlife, probably get her a better bow. Focus Ring, Revitalizing Ring, Nullifying Flask. Purge all active bonuses and apply silence. Gore has a point to spend. I don't know where to spend it yet. He's just using a flaming wand. Strength 3, Dex 3, Strength 6. He's not going to get up to Zark's Fang. Battle Staff, Dex 7. He's got 1 Dexterity. Man Eater, Axe 2-handed, Strength 6. Winter's Wand. 20% to apply bleeding for 5 seconds versus 5% apply frozen. We'll keep him with the Fire Wand. Undergast Staff. Plus 164 damage. Let's give him Undergast Staff. That's an upgrade. To enemies around target, 164 damage, and if they're living or undead, plus 27 damage. So Gore can use that. Let's see. Uram has the reinforced plate armor. Ring of Reanimation. Undergast has a point to spend. He's using Chain Lightning Wand. That's pretty dope. I have a point to spend. I don't know where to spend it. I think I was going to spend it on Strength 6 to get to this Claymore of Inevitability. But the Swift Naginata just does a ton of more damage because of my dexterity, I guess. He needs Dex 4 to wield it. Instead of the Draconid Axe, but he's also got Norcane's Grief Epic Shield I wouldn't want to mess with. Iria's fine. Ayana, she's dual wielding. I don't want to mess with that too much. Rowan, Now has the Shield of Deadly Allure and an unerring katana. He's only got 2 strength. That's a dex weapon. Gore has Undergast staff. And Uram could use the Taunting Tribe Sword. I think I was calling it Tainted. Versus Deathly Chill. Additional damage type of magic. Trigger spell with every attack. 5% chance to apply Frozen. And a critical hit, bleeding for 5 seconds. Versus taunt enemy creature into attacking caster for 5 seconds. An old heavy blade of primeval design. It bears a whiff of the elegance of a maniac chieftain. The forgotten original owner insulted enemies beyond defeat. It wouldn't do as much damage, a little bit more attacks per second, 3% less crit chance, 2% more block chance. And this is Uram. He's got the Deathly Chill. Probably hang on to that. Undergast. I could wield it, but yeah. Lavender Perfume. Isgrim could get a point of dex and wield that instead of the Draconid Axe, and I think that's going to be an upgrade for him. Definitely. Although the Draconid Axe leeches 15% of inflicted damage, which means that the Draconid Axe is a sacred weapon of the Dragon Hunter tribe from the Desert Oasis. The axe is made from the bones of a slain dragon. It's one of only 12 dragon bone weapons ever made. According to Dragon Hunter tradition, every time the tribe vanquishes a dragon, 1 dragon bone weapon is made. The inscription across the weapon reads, "This sacred weapon is dedicated to Zalus, the brave warrior." Oh, 1 second, guys. Bear with me. Hello? All right, guys, we are back. So I did not realize we are 43 minutes into it. So we're going to save here. And I'll say thank you for joining me. Don't forget there's these ability trees we're going to check out to, for each character. Isgrim with a bit of elementalism, affinity, Bastion, temporarily encase yourself in stone and become invulnerable for 20 seconds. Wow, that's pretty cool. Affinity, I'm not sure what that means, but everybody's got some points to spend. So we're going to check that out next time. Maybe we will level up next time. I don't know. Black magic. You know, actually, Tahar, I could use a black magic ring. Summon Devour, I don't know who that's for. There was I did see black magic stuff, but I don't remember where it was. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, as I greatly appreciate it, and it lets me know that you'd like to see more, and more is most likely going to be made because we are cooking with grease, and why not make some more episodes of this. So I hope to see you guys then. Please like, comment, subscribe, and if you want to be a huge help to my channel, guys, you can become a member. That is available, and the links are below in the description. Check that out, and shout out to my 3 members. Love you guys. Because of these 3 members, I'm able to buy a indie RPG every month, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much for blessing me with that. I send the blessings right back to you. And I hope to see you next time with more Spellforce 3 Reforced. Until then, be well, live well, stay well, and much love, peace, and joy, guys. Catch ya in the next one. Ciao for now.